Hey guys, welcome to another level 1 MCAT prep viewer question. You could always send questions to me in my Facebook page or in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe just to keep up with the latest content and when the next live tutorials are. Now this particular question, pause the video, read through it and try it by yourself, and then I'll go through the answer. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to actually go through this question, but basically what we've been asked to do is find the volume of this particular cup, special cone cup, medication cup, and yeah, so in terms of pi and h. So things that are given to us right now is we've got volume of the cone right now. Basically I want you guys to think like this. You've got this big as cone here, and then you've got this little cone. Now that little cone is going to be kind of cut off from this, which is actually going to give you, so if you think about it, let's just see, the big cone minus the little cone equals this medication cup that you're actually dealing with, which is kind of like the half piece right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so we're asked to give the area, volume for this particular shape here. Now there's only one bit of information that's really crucial to us, and that's this here. The small cone that's been right here, the small cone that's been sheared off has a radius, base length, and vertical height that are both 1/5 of the large cone. Okay, so basically my thinking is that if you have the height of this small cone is actually 1/5 of the height of the big cone. So if it's 1/5, I mean, you can actually do it in fractions if you want to, but I'm going to do it in I'm going to do it 1/5 of the, no, actually we've got to do it this way. So if this is the height, then the small cone's height is going to be 1/5 of h. And then if this is the radius for the big cone, then the radius for the small cone is going to be 1/5 of the radius. Now we've been given the volume formula. So our volume formula for the big cone is going to be 1/3 pi r squared h minus, and in this side we need to know that this is going to be 1/3 pi, but our radius is actually equal to 1/5 of r squared, and then our height is actually equal to 1/5 of the height. Okay, so I got that from here. The 1/5 of radius is actually, the radius is 1/5 of the radius, and the height is 1/5 of the original big height that we were dealing with. So I don't really do much to the left-hand side here, because it's just going to be 1/3 pi r squared h. We can't really do anything with it. But in this side we've got 1/3 pi. Now we've got 1r to the over 5 squared, so that means it's going to become r squared over 5 squared, which is actually 25, multiplied by h over 5. So at this point we want to actually write this in terms of pi and h, so we've actually got to put them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see that 1/3 and pi, which is a common factor, and I'm actually going to take them out. So I'm going to take out 1/3 pi as a common factor, which means I've got r squared h minus, and then what I've got left over is r squared over 25 multiplied by h over 5. Now just remember that we've got a fraction that we've got to combine first. So this will become r squared h over 25 times 5, which is 125. Now we're not finished yet because we still need to figure out how to combine these two together. So we're going to get 1/3 pi. Now r squared h does not have a denominator as of that you can see. But remember, any number does have a denominator of 1. So if it's 1, and we want to have, here we're going to get r squared h over 125, and we want to have 125 instead of that 1, we've got to multiply the denominator by 125 and the numerator by 125. So when we do this, we're going to get 1/3 pi, still nothing happens to it, it's outside. We're going to get 125 r squared h minus 1 r squared h, and now the whole denominator is 125. So we keep going. So we're going to get 1/3 pi, and 125 minus 1 is 124 r squared h, and that's divided by 125. Now we can get rid of the brackets, and we can rewrite this as 1 pi times 124. That's just going to be 124 pi r squared h divided by 3 times 125. Now, the reason I haven't actually done 3 times 125 is because I can actually simplify 124 divided by 3. I can simplify that as 41, which means my final answer here is going to be 41 pi r squared h over 125. So guys, that is basically what the volume of that special measuring cup is, which is like a cone with another cone actually cut off. So basically the measuring cup's volume, we can say, is equal to 41 pi r squared h over 125. All right, cool. So that's basically it for this video, folks. As always, guys, don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to keep up with the latest content. Check out the playlist above for lots of revision material for level 1 MCAT. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching.